Welcome to Bushy Park, the second largest royal park in London. And with more than 1,000 acres, its many waterways and gardens, there are also more than 250 deer roaming around. And I'm not sure whether any of them will join us for this video, but here we are. And what a more beautiful place than Bushy Park with all its deer around to talk about the Anahata Chakra. And you may know the Anahata Chakra is the heart chakra. And in many representations of the Anahata Chakra, you will find a deer sitting at the bottom of that chakra, because the deer has been connected with the power of the heart since ancient times. And as we're moving through turbulent times, our energy can easily get stuck in our lower chakras. Lower chakras meaning the root chakra or Muladhara, the sacral center or Swadhisthana, or the solar plexus, the Manipur. And when energy gets stuck in any of these centers, we can actually start having feelings of insecurity, feelings of that your desires are not getting fulfilled, that you feel unfulfilled, emotional instability or the feelings of powerlessness. And they can start to dominate our experience. So what can we do? In a Dhru Yoga class, we will start shifting the energy in those lower chakras with activations, with energy block release sequences and postures. But obviously when energy starts to shift, it wants to move and it needs to go somewhere. So when it moves up, it actually needs to come out, and therefore we need an open heart center. And in the yoga class, in the Dhru Yoga class, we will do a lot of effort to actually open that heart center. So when the energy wants to shift, it has got somewhere to go and it can be transformed. Now, the thing is, opening the heart doesn't just happen on the yoga mat. Obviously, these sequences and postures are really important and very strong and very effective. However, the way we live our life really matters. It's about the yoga off the mat as much as the yoga on the mat. So, on a daily basis, we can practice those beautiful heart qualities of compassion, of kindness, of generosity, not for what comes back to us from these actions, but just for the pure fact of keeping our own hearts alive. And there is another beautiful technique. It's a very easy technique. We can do it at home, we can do it during meetings, whenever we need. It's a mudra, it's a hand gesture, and it's the deer mudra. And for the deer mudra, we put the middle finger and the ring finger on the thumb of the same hand, and the other two fingers are stretched. And so we can actually, just use that mudra. We can bring them together in front of the heart, lifting up the elbows to make it really strong. Or we can put it under the table when nobody sees it during a meeting, or in a difficult phone conversation, or when we need some extra patience with our kids, because this mudra activates our heart center, whether we actually feel that or not. Not everybody will feel that immediately, but the thing is, even the fact that you adopt consciously a hand gesture will remind you of who you really are, and of your own heart. And it's actually quite amazing how, as human beings, we identify with our heart. Because anytime, anybody says to, you say, me? And you point towards your heart, don't you? You're not pointing towards here, you don't point towards your mind. Although we are a very mindful society, we don't identify with that as me. We identify with our hearts as me. So this little deer mudra, very tiny technique, but very powerful, actually reminds us of who we really are. So lots of love from us here in London, and looking forward to meeting you on one of our many live Dhru events around the world. Bye.